high-profile trial in Massachusetts is capturing the attention of many true crime followers.
And the case centers around a mother accused of killing her 3 children and the surprising defense her lawyers are arguing.
Joining us now is criminally obsessed senior investigator Ann Emerson. Ann, welcome back, and we'll jump right in. The insanity defense in Massachusetts, that's called lack of criminal responsibility. What does that mean, and how does the defense's argument that she had postpartum psychosis play into this?
Yeah, it is a big question, right? So, and it's a very unusual case. First of all, insanity defense, just I gotta say, like, it's an incredibly rarely successful defense. It's literally like 1% of cases, only about a quarter of them are ever going to be successful in proving this. But it has happened before, and it has happened in cases like this before. Because what it is a lack of criminal responsibility in Massachusetts. That's what their insanity defense is called. It really means that, yes, no one's arguing that Lindsay Clancy actually did take the lives of her 3 children. What they're saying is that she can't be held responsible for it because she was not in her mind when it happened. Postpartum psychosis is what they're looking at, and that is a severe mental illness that has been shown to have delusions, hallucinations, and really not have an idea of what reality is. So that's where the defense is going with this.
And we've also had an incredibly emotional trial, emotional testimony and evidence presented, including that 911 call. It wasn't played for the media, but everyone else in the courtroom heard it. What was the response when they played it?
It was awful. It was awful. People say it's the worst 911 call they've ever heard, because they had to go through the whole traumatic event with the dad, Patrick Clancy. He was on that 911 call, and you literally knew what was going to happen, but you didn't know what it was going to sound like. Now, of course, we didn't hear it because I'm not in that courtroom, but I have a lot of colleagues that were, and they reported that they were crying. Everybody around them was crying. The jurors were crying. This was an incredibly damaging, emotional piece of evidence that came out against the defense, against Lindsay Clancy, because really when you have emotions, it's very hard to take out the facts here. The judge asked the jury, please try and put your emotions over here. If they can do it, that's going to be a miracle. Nobody walked out of there with a clear eye, and they had to put recess in many times. Lindsay Clancy was shaking. She has her psych there. She's got her psych team there. She's got her priest there. She's white-knuckling her defense attorney. It was awful.
And Ann, we're almost out of time here, but what are we looking at for what happens tomorrow?
These jurors just really, I just don't even know how they're going through all this, but they are headed to the House tomorrow. They're going to go to the house where this actually happened. The media has been asked to stay about 100 yards away, but there will be media to see what is happening, but they're going back to the house. That house has been sold. Patrick Clancy, her husband, does not live there anymore, but they're going to be walking through the rooms and see exactly where this all happened.
A big day tomorrow for sure. Ann Emerson, thank you for taking the time to join us. And you can watch Criminally Obsessed and see the entire digital series on our website, WJLA.com/criminally obsessed. Jasmine.